So for offline grinders, today we get Michael Feliz as our game reward, daily login reward basically, or login reward, whatever you want to consider it. And then the other day, because I missed to upload either one or two videos, I can't recall exactly, we did end up getting a fielding glove, and it was, I believe, one of these 3 silvers. I think it was the 125 series Louisville Slugger. But regardless, today we're gonna be talking about a specific set of moments that have a lot of diamonds and a lot of packs. And yes, you guessed it, it's the all-timers Babe Ruth. And why are we going to do these moments? As you guys can see, I already started doing some of these. It's because you're going to get a bunch of packs, including Ballin' as a Habit. At 25 program points, you get yourself an Evan Longoria. So everything is by 2 in terms of the American League and National League whenever you are talking about moments. So in order to get Evan Longoria, if it's 25 points, 25 divided by 2 is roughly 13 or 12.5. So you're gonna need 13 games in order to get that Evan Longoria. And then when you basically knock out 25 of these American League, National League, you get yourself Trevor Hoffman. And then after that, to get all 30, you get yourself 20 packs, and then you go on Hall of Fame in order to get Tom Seaver, etc. So these moments for a new player, they're not going to be easy. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you. But they're not going to be out of this world hard either. Now, the beautiful thing about this is none of these stats are actually going on your player. Whatever happens in moments stays in moments, basically. So you don't have to worry about losing. You don't have to worry about restarting. You don't have to worry about any of that. And because we have a diamond team just from doing moments, etc., you are going to be able to hop into the game, see whether you should rock an all lefty lineup or an all righty lineup against the pitcher. And since we're away, you don't even have to go ahead and hit all 3 innings. So we're going to go into moments together. We're going to go into all-timers. And really quickly, I'm going to play the final all-timers moment I have against the Astros in order to get ourselves 30 program points. And I believe we get ourselves 3 more standard packs. But hey, if you're new here, end up enjoying today's content, make sure you guys hit that red subscribe button and join the kingdom. Hit that like button as well. Let's aim for 30 likes on this video. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram at Bhlademyst, same way it's spelled. On the YouTube channel username, click on the channel, click on community, interact with me there. I post updates and polls, and then click on playlist, offline grinders. Watch it from episode number 1. And then as always, this is for Gramps. You guys already know the deal. So before anybody starts talking crazy about my uniforms, I do have to say I haven't made them yet, because I'm doing this from the perspective of a new player. And a new player shouldn't focus on making his uniforms look the best in the world, especially if you're not even heading into online and nobody's going to be able to look at it except for you, unless you've picked such ugly colors that just looking at them with your own eyesight, it just troubles you. Me, personally, I picked similar to the New York Yankees, so it doesn't look too bad, doesn't look too great, but it's something I can survive on. So we're going to go ahead, show the offensive side of things, unless I give up a home run to one of these Houston Astros, which is going to be pretty difficult considering they aren't using the trash can to know exactly what it is I'm throwing. So I think I'll be straight here. And I say that jokingly, but serious at the same time, because I'm a Dodgers fan, and I feel like if M-Boys wouldn't have cheated, Kershaw would have had a ring in his finger, or on his finger, I should say, and then we probably never would have gotten rid of Puig. But then at the same time, we probably never would have gotten ourselves Mookie Betts. But I don't know what to say, because I love Puig, I love Mookie Betts. I don't know which one of the two I'd rather have. But let's go ahead, beat this really quickly, and then come back to you all. I want you all to take a look at Mike Scott and tell me he doesn't have the biggest head in the game. That's going to be a line out, surprisingly. That's going to be a line out, surprisingly. Okay, that's a double. Now, one big piece of advice that I usually give players that are more, I want to say, experienced in this game and have a higher skill is just get yourself 1 to 2 runs whenever you're doing moments like these, and then just bunt with everybody else. The stats aren't going towards the player, and you do this the most effective way in terms of time consumption. So that's what you want to do. And If you're a new player, I wouldn't suggest to do that. I would suggest just to play every single game out, score as many runs as you can, because you do get a lot more experience. And not only that, but it will also help you become a better hitter when it comes to tracking pitches, taking pitches, etc. Will work on your PCI placement, and then it will help your pitching out a little bit when it comes to learning how to pitch with certain pitchers, like a player that's arguably going to be one of your aces in Kenta Maeda. So now that we've finished the first third of the all-timers, we're not going to do the National League because that's too much time consuming. We're going to save that for the week. We're going to go ahead and start working on the first inning program, and in particular we're going to do the Kerry Wood because we're just drained out of playing 15 3-inning games and winning 15 3-inning games. It might take you more than 15 3-inning games in order to win all 15, but we're drained. We just want to relax, do something chill. So we're going to go Kerry Wood. All we got to do is apparently pitch the 9th inning without giving up a run. Scoreless 9th inning. All-star difficulty. Shouldn't be too difficult since, you know, Kerry Wood has some pretty good stuff and the Dodgers don't have their best hitters up. For example, Justin Turner probably doesn't have the best power against right-handers, better against left-handers big time. So we're just going to do what we do regularly when it comes to pitching against the CPU, and that's fastball inside, off speed down low, and then rear it back up with a fastball inside. I thought he hit a home run. I was literally about to start crying, but instead we get the first out. We don't even need to get a strikeout or anything like that, which is beautiful. That's the beauty in it. And from doing this first inning program, you do get yourself a Cubs pack, which is a pack that you don't have, or I should say it's a Cubs pack that gives you 4 Life Series players, and one of them, or not one of them, 2 of them are silvers, 2 of them are bronzes. They could be duplicates, but the important thing is you cannot sell them to the community market, so you have to keep it. And you might notice we haven't locked anybody in yet, and I don't want to lock anybody in until we have done all the moments and until we have done all the conquest map and all the showdowns, because let's say we do all the moments, we do all the player programs, etc., and we lock somebody in right now, and then we get a duplicate and it's a non-sell since we locked in the one that wasn't non-sellable and the one that we could have sold. Now we aren't able to make stubs from the community market. So that was a pretty easy mission. We're gonna go ahead and do another couple of easy ones, the last easy one that we basically have left, and that's gonna be Evolution. Now I went ahead and knocked out and left only one left, so for us to go ahead and be 42 program points out of the 50 needed to get the diamond Carlos Gonzalez, I just need to go in here, get 3 hits, and then for the offline grind, we need to get ourselves at least 1 or 2 outfielders from the Colorado Rockies, and we need to get a good sample size of hits with them for us to be good and get ourselves that diamond Carlos Gonzalez, even though that diamond Carlos Gonzalez might not be starting in our squad just because of the power levels in terms of cards. It's still a pretty good card to have on the bench, still a pretty good card to have starting if you don't have enough lefties. That's going to be a slider. We just got to get 3 hits. So the beauty about this mission right here, this moment right here, is you don't need to hit 3 hits and 2 of them have to be extra base hits. You just got to get 3 hits. So it should be pretty easy to do. That's going to be a bomb basically inside the gap. I'm telling you all, the swing on this card is a cheat code swing. I'm going to third. I think I'll make it. Never mind. Well, yeah, pretty good speed. Made it without a problem. Now let's get one more. We're in the 4th inning, so we could get 2 more at bats. So it seems most likely it's just 1 more. Not swinging at something outside of the strike zone. You guys might see me touch my nose a lot, etc. It's just because I'm like, I wouldn't say under the weather, but I definitely have allergies currently, like big time. I don't know why either, because, well, I think I know why. I just haven't been eating as much as I should as of late, but that's because, like, my mom, she went to DR to be with my grandpa, and, like, no one's really, like, cooking, or the cooking that is being done here, it doesn't compare to your mother's cooking. Trust me on that. Like, very rarely can anybody's cooking actually compare to what your mother can do in the kitchen. And I taste something, and I'm a very picky eater. So I taste something, and I'm just like, I don't know if I really like it, and then I end up making myself like a hot dog or something and just calling it a day. That's gonna be a bomb. Hopefully not caught. Let's go. So that's 3 hits. Now we got some packs to open up, so that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. Finish this episode off with some packs. And now we got ourselves 42 out of the 50 program points. Whenever we do hop into Conquest, I know I'm going to have to go back to the player program for Carlos Gonzalez. And we're going to do it really quickly just to show you all actually. We even get ourselves a standard pack. So that's for hitting 40 program points. And we got ourselves a bunch of stubs. So keep an eye out on the stubs total that we have. Because when we do collections, it's going to pay off big time. So for Carlos Gonzalez, we're 10 out of 20. We're going to need to get 5 extra base hits with Rockies. And I don't think they need to be outfielders, actually. Let me check. No, they don't need to be outfielders. So we could get ourselves like Trevor Story that sells for 5K, etc. Or we could pull them from the packs right now. So let's go ahead, open up these 8 standard packs, and see what we get out of them. Got ourselves a silver, Miguel Andujar. You guys know he's not good enough to go ahead and join the starting lineup or the bench, considering everybody is blue basically. Only thing that can help us, silver, might be like relievers. But as I said previously, you're happy with all of these cards that you end up getting because at the end of the day, they actually help you do collections. Let's take out Matt, put Ken Giles there. Ken Giles, even though he doesn't have a better arsenal than, let's say, for example, Elwin Diaz, he's still a higher overall. And he has a chance to go blue. So that's why I got him there as well. 2 more standards. Nothing pretty. 2 golds is not too bad, though. I'll take that any day of the week. And then the gold flashback, that unfortunately is not really going to help us out either. Let's see what we get for the ballin' is a habit. Was hoping to see some blue. Didn't see some blue. Eloy Jimenez, not bad. And then this is where we get ourselves 2 silvers and a bronze. So this goes a long way towards your collections and makes it a lot cheaper as well. So that's the good thing about it. And look at that, we haven't gotten a duplicate yet, but with the 3rd pack, I promise you we'll get a duplicate. See, told you, I promise you. And then for the legend, doesn't really matter who we end up getting, but just for the sake, I'm gonna just pick the highest overall and call it a day, which is Gary Carter. And with that, we are actually gonna go ahead and finish today's episode. So if you did end up enjoying today's content, make sure you guys hit that like button or subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on all social medias at Bhlademyst, same way it's spelled, on the YouTube channel username. Click on the channel community tab, interact with me there. Click on the channel playlist, watch offline grinders from episode number 1. If you've missed an episode, you can catch up there. And this is for Gramps, as I said previously. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed. Love you all, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out.